And welcome back. Well, often seniors have been living in their own home for years, and that house may be paid off. There's memories that fill the walls. The thought of leaving can be devastating.
Our next guests are here to help you live in the place that you love. Ruth Busalacchi is the president and owner of Synergy Home Care. She is here along with the client, Joanne Pier, who receives home care. Great to see both of you.
Thanks for having us.
And just to kind of explain, because I want to get to the types of services that you have, but to explain a little bit about Joanne's story. So the type of care you receive is because you're a caregiver to your husband. And what's his condition?
His condition has been a decline, particularly in the last 2 years. It was more gradual through the first bunch of years. The last 2 years, it's most obvious, almost sometimes day to day, surely week to week.
He has Alzheimer's.
He has Alzheimer's disease, yes.
Okay, so the care that you receive is what you call respite, so that she's able to have a break, right, from the caregiving that she provides. I bet that's a very meaningful time for you.
It's hugely meaningful because I can do things, that I have to do, doctor's appointments, etc., but also I can do lunch with friends and just go out for a long walk. And meanwhile, this caregiver is taking good care of my husband, out doing my grocery shopping.
Yes.
Doing other kinds of things that
maybe a little laundry.
Maybe so.
Good. That's
I think
great.
it's good for people to hear that, because oftentimes you take everything on your own shoulders and you think you feel guilt for taking that time for yourself, but it's only allowing you to give him better care.
That's totally true, and it's all too common out there. And the analogy that's used widely, and for a good reason, is the one in the airplane when they say if that oxygen mask drops down, put it on yourself first. And I know way too many people who are not putting the oxygen mask on first. And from my personal experience, knowing how absolutely helpful it is.
Yeah, Ruth, talk a little bit about that, if you would, first, before you talk about your services. How important do you think it is that Joanne is able to take a walk or get together with friends for coffee or lunch, or to do some grocery shopping, or go to her own doctor's appointments or hair appointments, things like that?
I don't think it would surprise anyone to hear that there are studies that show that the primary caregiver will suffer both emotionally and physically if they don't take care of themselves, if they don't get a break. There are studies that show that. So it's really essential. If they want to be there for their loved one, if they want to be there for the marathon versus the sprint, you have to pace yourself. You have to accept help, whether it's friends, family, places, community opportunities, or care in your own home, so that you can continue to stay healthy. And so we think it's critical.
To pick up on that, research shows that 40% of caregivers die before the person they're caring for dies.
That's fascinating.
That's
almost
heartbreaking.
40%. Almost half. That's incredible.
It is incredible. But true.
Talk a little bit about the services then that you provide. We mentioned a few. Do you have to be in a single family home, or what does it mean for you to be able to provide in-home care?
Sure, good. I'm glad you asked that question, because it's often misunderstood. Supportive home care that we provide, like Synergy provides, can be wherever home may be, wherever you've decided to live. And often that is a senior community. People move out of their home. They no longer want to do yard work or shovel snow, but they still need the extra support. And something has happened. There's been a change in their condition, whether it was physical or social, or something happened to a loved one, and they're starting to have conversations about, I'm no longer driving, I need some extra support. Family and friends or doctor genuinely concerned about them, and so that's when it's an opportunity to bring in some supportive home care.
What types of supportive home care services do you provide? So grocery shopping, laundry?
Yes.
What else?
Transportation. Seniors sometimes elect to give up their license, and so we can do the errands for them or take them along, have a personal assistant, so to speak. Go to doctor's appointments. We're finding that the adult children are often trying to juggle that. Go to an appointment with mom or dad. We, Synergy Home Care, we can provide that support.
Or they're out of state.
Or they're out of state, absolutely.
Yeah, because I know you have 4 children, but 3 of them live quite a ways away. And even if you do have adult children, they're often raising children of their own and possibly working too.
Right, exactly. And then, of course, housekeeping. We can do any of the housekeeping. Laundry for many families is still down in the basement. All the way up to that person might need some assistance with personal care. End of life, we can help someone who chooses to stay in their home. support them at end of life, and any sort of mobility issues we can support them with.
I think one thing you probably wouldn't list or mention is just that companionship. You know, I mean, that's something that too, having that, you know, company come in, but you become like another family member, I'm sure.
It's true, and the fact that it is somebody different, to be only the caregiver there all the time, I really believe Bill did as well as he did for as long as he did because of other people coming in, being with him, caring for him, taking him for walks, grocery shopping. You know, she does it all with him.
And just a fresh face, I feel like. Somebody different than you to give you a break, but it's like a new energy that someone brings because they're paid to do those things rather than it being part of their life. And so I think that that interaction would be very positive for people like Joanne's husband.
It totally is, And as one caregiver said, and we get to go home when we're done and you don't. So that understanding and support and encouragement that they bring
is important to you too.
I imagine you would tell people don't wait, right?
I would tell people do not wait. It benefits everybody.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Synergy Home Care, there's a free resource and funding assessment that you can take. If you call the phone number at 414-763-8368 or synergyhomecare.com, you can learn more about all those in-home services so you too can stay at home or have a little respite care from those you're taking care of at home. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to see you both. Thank you.